I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah. For Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter. The Abbey is a very different place than the one I left.
How so?
With all these people, it's not crowded exactly. It certainly feels more alive.
It is too many people for me. I am not used to living like this.
I thought the same. Until I got used to the communal bathroom.
I do not think I will ever get used to that.
It's better than the sanctum. At least here, the towels don't wash and fold themselves. Let's do this again soon, yes?
The fuck?
Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know.
Okay then. Enjoy your floating.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo, in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later. Till then, mum's the word. Okay? Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
While I admit that we may need a change in strategy, I do not see the need to squeeze out the Avengers.
It's not like they have any problem stonewalling us whenever they feel like it.
Nico, we are all supposed to be working together.
Well, maybe this working together stuff doesn't always, you know, work out. Besides, everyone needs a little help now and then. Even the Avengers.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Isn't it literally called the prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Oops, you're bad.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Harder, better, faster, stronger. I'm seeing a lot of gear being upgraded around here. I feel like I'm next in line.
Thanks, Hunter.
Ready to work? All right then.
New region available. A new region is now available on the mirror table. Missions can now appear in any region that has been unlocked. Okay, side mission it is.
If Hydra wants a straight-up fight, then I say give them everything you've got.
We can definitely handle that. I'm going for it.
Now that was something. Hail that. Back to that. I'm impressed.
By her command!
Their persistence is irritating.
For victory! You guys are really into me, huh? Arm Alpha reinforcing. Take them out!
You're doing well so far.
Here we go! Move!
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Welcome assistance.
Every little bit helps.
It's your time now!
There's still the prize.
My turn.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I will make this quick.
See Caretaker taught you a few tricks? They're trying to
This one's for you. Try this on the side. Here we go again.
It is time. Submit.
Pathetic.
As always. You don't know who you're messing with.
A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
Now for something real special. Get on the ugly one.
Okay, that was awesome.
You aren't good enough for me.
Good one.
I've been waiting for this.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Your death won't be in vain.
I have felt this once before.
About time.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
wasn't even trying that hard.
Ooh, I like it!
But effective.
I hope you are prepared.
Reputation to protect.
This
Motherfuckers.
was supposed to be a routine operation.
I fucked that one, I think. Right at the end. Right.
This is a serious predicament for you.
Here we go again!
That must have taken practice. Gets on the ugly one.
Falter.
Good one!
Watch that one. You don't want to get up.
We will never forsake her.
I've been waiting.
I see how it is.
Looks like they called for help. Take them out!
Is that everyone?
Now for something real special.
Try this on for size! Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits? Looks like it's up to me. Oh, this should be good.
Order!
Resistance is irritating.
I think that's gonna leave a mark.
I've spotted enemy reinforcements.
Bring what you got.
Just like we planned.
Shouldn't even have to ask.
Welcome assistance.
Done with. Come get it.
This one's for you.
Now it's my turn. Nice move, bub. Engaging target.
Try if you want. Come on, just tell us.
The light will heal you.
It's good to have friends.
Should do the trick.
That was something. It cannot possibly match you.
You know what to do.
You've not lost interest.
For you. You picked the wrong one, bub.
Okay, that was awesome.
You just got over.
You had my complete confidence.
Play dead. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Ever gets this? Hardly breaking a sweat.
Should come in handy.
Hope you're ready.
I am impressed.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
Always on the hunt, right?
Set must not be listened to today. Perhaps I ask too much of him.
Okay, we need to head to the shop.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And, safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Ah, Hunter. Good to see you.
Let's touch base.
All right. So obviously we went to the memorial without reading this, but Robbie Reyes, I'm going to hold the memorial for Johnny Blaze tonight. I know he wasn't everyone's favourite, but I think he deserves a send-off. Yeah, I did read that actually. My apologies. Wanda Maximov, hello Hunter, it was good to hang out with you. I would certainly do it again. If you have time, would you meet me at my room? ? I'd appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who, you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
We all make mistakes, Wanda. And we all deserve a chance to make up for them.
Well, I've made some pretty big ones. Some would say unforgivable, even. Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
Come on, Wanda. You are not that scary.
Are you sure? Because you seemed pretty scared when I was your adversary.
Me? No. It takes a lot to frighten me.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling about you. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda. You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not? Do not transform on me now.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
This group does not waste time. We will strike at Hydra and Transia quickly, and we will win.
Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible.
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There is natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
Focus, Robbie, focus. Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
The old 3-4 completed. New yard upgrade available. Teamwork Tactics 2.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony. How may I assist you today? You're welcome, Hunter. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, let me do my thing. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
Point to Transia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it yet.
Somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie. Ready for more? Better than nothing.
Evil doesn't take time off.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision.
The fire burns brighter.
Just give me a target. A powerful improvement.
Do your thing.
You know, I really could do just as well without you. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Back again.
This'll make a difference.
Just what I needed.
Don't worry about me. I'll meditate until you're ready.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes.
All right then.
See you, Hunter.
more chit-chat. I'm gonna wait near Magic.
Transia? Never heard of it. Do they have burritos?
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily...
Hello, Hunter.
Is there something I can help you with? You were looking at me funny.
Was I? Huh. You read me so well. I was just thinking about how much you remind me of Lilith when she was young.
You have never really spoken of her before.
I guess I don't like to dredge up old memories, especially the painful ones.
What was my mother like when she was younger?
Better than me, that was for sure. She was the brave one, kind and courageous. Everyone loved her. Me most of all. So you can imagine how hard it was for me when she sold her soul.
I'm so sorry you went through that. Losing a sister could not have been easy.
It wasn't. But I imagine it must be harder for you. I lost a sister, but you lost your mother.
I was just a baby when it happened.
Still, I know it affects you. She had everything going for her. Everything. Beauty, brains, talent, compassion. She could have done anything, and she just threw it all away for power. What a waste. We should have been a family.
I suppose we have each other.
Yes. Yes, we do. And for now, that is enough.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia. Hey, can I ask a favor?
Peter Parker approaches you with a battered tomb in his hands. I found this dusty thing in the library. Considerations of conflict with the restless dead. Is this any good? Question mark.
Thanks, Hunter.
Transia seems to be the rally point for Hydra's.
We know where the Wasps are building their hive. Let's knock them out.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wondergore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wondagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter.
You're our leader.
And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time...
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
Okay.
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. Slime bubbles, demon energy barriers, or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
That room.
Lilith's tomb. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way.
That will do. As they say, it gets the job done.
Your fate. Hail that. Tell us what you know, fiend. The advantage is mine. We will not fail! For a height!
An enduring pain! Be ready for my retaliation!
The rift opens.
Waste the opportunity.
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Chthon has been waiting eons. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you. There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen.
Be discouraged.
Here you go. I'll remember this.
You asked for it.
cannot possibly match your strength.
There is nowhere. And don't come back.
It all looks good. No one gets away.
We are. I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. Big and trade.
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to identify. I am impressed.
Hold this out.
My purpose.
Must help them.
Should I be afraid?
The Knights of Wonderful have rituals of their own not far away. They believe this land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wondergore resonates with the dark energies of Cathan. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
It was your time. Speak while you still can. I doubt you've ever met a sorcerer supreme.
Not to sound bad. Horrible Lilith monster.
May eventually come to respect his word, Nico.
Yeah, that occurred to me just as I was saying it. Oh well.
I've been waiting for this. This could prove powerful. This usually works.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Buy us some time!
Leave that to me.
Punch it!
Hell yeah!
You alone among your kind can serve as the conduit of my power, precious child. Liber tenebris, reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is.
Midnight suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
Shatter the pillars. Shatter all 3 pillars to collapse the temple.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the hell ride. I'm gonna tell Robbie.
The advantage is mine.
Your mother.
Let's do this.
Fight on. Who's next?
Forever in service.
Maybe you should try something new. None will be forgotten. Not the end. Coming my way.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
You have the power to stop this, Mother.
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Chthon will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
Even for Hydra.
She bolsters our number.
Next pillar heavy reinforcements have arrived. Defeat the Guardian to acquire the next Shatter pillar card. Okay.
Behold the light's gift.
Doctor.
None will be spared. Vengeance is needed. No time to repent. Now is the time.
If you still want it, come and get it.
Sarah, my sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you see things this way.
No one calling themselves the Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
It was your time. An eternity of suffering awaits.
They're displacing!
Know their fear.
Never seen that before.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Since this whole thing started.
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood. That's one hell of a move. Maybe you should teach me that one.
saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
For the
I must obey.
Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
You had your chance to escape. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Your time has come. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Maybe you do not know you are in. They must know my reputation. More of them are joining the fight. Still they persist. This shall be of great help.
My work is never done. It was your time. Did you miss me?
Definitely true.
They got friends.
They welcome their own demise.
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
them down together.
Doesn't get much better than that.
You have earned this.
I think you got it. Your suffering grows with every stroke.
I could use your aid.
That barrier is still holding.
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask.
Almost. Yo, demon lady! One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze.
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave.
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there.
All right.
What's wrong?
Everything.
Shit, man.
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Okay.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Yeah, tell that to Sparky.
Carol Danvers' new rule: no food in the war room. This again, Central had peanut butter smeared on top of a console. I don't care how it got there, but I don't want it happening again. Oh, that wasn't me. I thought you were talking about my sunflower seeds. Now you have a 94% success rate to toss the seeds in the trash, and you pick up the 6% that miss. That's disturbingly specific. Hey, Central tracks everything. I should mention, during times of stress I have been known to sleepwalk and sleep eat peanut butter sandwiches. Often on the ceiling, so don't hold it against the team on my account. New rule rescinded as long as you clean the console. Fair enough.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's head over.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Whenever I... Ain't no rest for the Midnight Suns. If you... Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then. Guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His orders were to slaughter a native village. He deserved what he got.
I can't argue with that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle. And you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent. But there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club. And I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You calling it?
I am taking off.
Peace.
And this is what we were required to read. So, The Mantle of Authority by General Chester Phillips, U.S. Army, in brackets, retired. Chapter 4, excerpt. As I have shown in previous chapters, General Custer did not lead from the front, but from the tip of the spear. This relentless glory-seeking has no place in today's army, of course, nor waging war upon a civilian populace. His recklessness doomed his soldiers. General Washington led from the top, nevertheless applying a classic hierarchical structure to a volunteer army creates its own difficulties. Only General Washington's personal engagement with his subordinates, combined with the home ground focus of the Continental Army, allowed for his success. How can we explain the leadership style of Captain Steve Rogers? Question mark. Yes, he did personally engage in combat with the enemy, but never for personal glory. Countless after-action reports show Captain Rogers reinforcing a wavering battle line or leading a stalled push to inspire his fellow soldiers. On longer duration assignments involving battalion command, Captain Rogers directed his soldiers from the centre, trusting his soldiers and encouraging some autonomy, allowed elements to operate independently. While still working towards the battalion's overall goal, it is my firm belief that this form of leadership is not limited to Captain Rogers, but can be replicated in government, military, or private industry. Okay. Occult History of the New World by the Mysterious Scribe. Note from Agatha. Stout will the last to stand before Lilith and take a fury. So to protect our hunter for one moment more, you'd be horrified at the idea of a monument to you. But you'll just have to allow us our little indulgences. I know that you loved Gideon's Cross. You and Caretaker would walk there often.
He's close, Hunter. Chthon is slithering his way into this dimension. I can feel it.
Making the rounds February 11th, 1692. They've been at it all night, breaking down doors, ransacking the cottages, and hauling off the young women. Demons, they say, the devil, they say, nonsense, I say. It's that blasted Inquisition, never met one so corrupt and sinister as the great Hiram Shaw. The missus and I will grab the boy and be out before nightfall. Made a good call, obviously.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Chthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondercore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
Wanda, I am so sorry.
Not as sorry as they are. I can promise you that.
We will save them. That I can promise.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But first, we have to stop your mom. I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
If it came to that, we would find a way of removing her corruption again.
I appreciate that, but I don't think you're going to have time for all that while you're also trying to stop Chthon from tentacle climbing into this dimension.
You're right. We probably would not have time to save you.
You wouldn't?
I'm joking.
Oh, you almost got me there.
No one is leaving you behind, ever again.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health. Especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this,
of
because
ancient
she's going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
We
of
try to stop
Transia,
it, but
decimating a
We
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wondercore.
okay, you can say it.
Images
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Oh, my fault. Ah, Hunter. Good to see you.
Transia. I don't know how we always end up back there.
Must not be her purview. You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
One look at Transia tells me everything I need to know. Sarah was right. My mother died centuries ago.
It pains me to hear you say that. Especially when everything I have done has...
Do not say it. Do not tell me you have unleashed all those horrors in my name.
I do not need to. All will be revealed soon. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard of you speak of him, until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit... sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
I could always count on your wisdom.
Really? I always feared I was flying by the seat of my broom. Did I tell you I had one of those in the 1960s? Quite comfortable.
A seated broom? Where is it now? Can I see it?
Lost in the chaos of an unforgettable music festival. It was a wild year.
A shame. So, what troubles you?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha...
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait.
Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
Okay, Nico Minoru, I can't stop watching the news this morning. This just sucks. It's easy to take this stuff personally. Right now you gotta focus on what's next. They won this battle, but not the war, question mark. Does that actually work, question mark? It did for me. Don't give up hope, Nico. The human cost of all this, I can't begin to understand it. I suggest not retreating from that sorrow. Let it drive you forward. Does that actually work? Question mark. Not always, but it's better if you understand the stakes with your eyes open. Wanda Maximov. We have to help the people of Transia. I can't bear what's going on. Shield is in on it. Shield is in on it. Shield is on it. So many assets are being retasked to Transia that they may double the country's population. I've heard all that before. Transia is always an afterthought. If you want to do something tangible, check the available ops. Heroes from all over are responding to the crisis, Wanda. This isn't a vanity NGO kind of situation. Send me out, I want to help Wanda's people. It's not just Ilyana, I've spoken privately with the team. And everyone is ready to head out. I don't know what to say, it's not something I expected. You see, Wanda, question mark. I told you it was a good team. You did, question mark. Shush, don't ruin the moment. Okay, Blade messaged about the book. Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos by Thorvald McMaster. As always, you can find a copy in the library. Read the book. That's all. Robbie Reyes, hey Hunter, you know what's great? Question mark. I can just be myself around you. I'm feeling off my game, nothing major, but it would help if I could talk with a friend. You have any time? Question mark.
I gotta say, hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people we've got cruising around this place? Tony's a genius, Strange can do practically anything, Cap is a friggin' icon, Carol can fly the solar system and the fighter jet, and then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool, but not, you know, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone, or worse, get someone hurt. I made that mistake once before, and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
Trust yourself. You have the right skills. And if you need backup, Sparky is always with you. Trust in the demon.
Sparky's great, but I make the judgment calls. And my track record is iffy at best.
We all mature in different ways.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered.
Trophy earned and look good doing it. The Midnight Suns are better off with you here, Hunter. We should talk when you're free. Meet me in the chapel.
I did not think church was your style, Daywalker.
Actually, it's Eric. Eric Brooks from Harlem.
I do not have any other name. It is just Hunter.
Really? I thought you'd have some old formal-sounding name like Benedict or Archibald.
Afraid not. I was born a weapon and raised as one. I'm guessing that is why Caretaker chose to just call me Hunter. She did not want to give me the impression I was allowed to be human.
Well, Sarah isn't exactly known for her warm parenting style. Can't say my mentor was much better. He was hard on me too. Wanted to make sure I survived.
You had a mentor?
I wasn't born this cool. Someone had to teach me. His name was Jamal Afari, a vampire hunter. He gave me the name Blade. He used to take me to church on Sundays when I was a kid. Taught me right from wrong.
Well, if it means anything to you, he did a fine job teaching you morality and ethics.
Sometimes I think the difference between taking the high road and slumming it in the gutter is having someone who believes in you enough to lift you up. He could have killed me, you know. And he would have been within his rights to put me down too. But he didn't. Jamal was the first person to look past the fangs and see my humanity. Trained me to control my darkness so I could become the vampire hunter I am today. I guess what I'm saying is, you deserve that same benefit of doubt. You may be a demon child, but I see the human in you winning.
I would like to extend the same sentiment to you, as a friend.
I don't need it, but I'll take it. It's good to have someone keep you in check.
What happened to this Jamal Afari? Do you still keep in touch?
No, I killed him.
Why? What happened?
He asked too many questions. Just kidding. You keep showing me I can trust you, and maybe I'll tell you the whole story someday. But for now, I just want to let you know you're not all bad, Hunter. Just half bad, and that's good enough for me.
Trophy and friendship is magic. Friendship level up 3. Awesome. Team friendship level up 8. Amazing.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor? Was that the time we fought the 20-foot tall robot? You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot of 20-foot tall robots.
Not sure I can. Seen too much strange action.
It all bleeds together after a while.
Makes you wonder how much road we have left to travel.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Blade calls you over and leans in, speaking quietly. You've known her longer than any of us, so I have to ask, do you trust Caretaker? ? I mean, fully trust her.
Thanks, Hunter.
Oh, hey.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe, Robbie?
That our plan failed.
We can.
I dropped 10 cubic tons of rubble on Lilith's head, and she still managed to reform the Darkhold.
MJ, can you please drive by May's house and make sure she's okay? If she turned on the news, she's probably scared. I know you're upset too. Everyone's in the same boat. She won't want you to be making a fuss, so come up with an excuse as to why you're there. Maybe bring her some cookies. She loves oatmeal raisin. Oh, and she probably won't be going out to get her paper, so can you collect the Daily Bugles and bring them in? Maybe check to see if they're running any Spider-Man headlines and ditch those. I can't say when I'm coming back. Hopefully soon? Yes, I'm in a safe place with good people. You can tell that to May, too. MJ, I'm gonna be fine. Promise.
Are you hearing this? It's adorable. Hey, hey, Hunter.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
Take all the time you need.
That's just the thing, Hunter. We don't have time. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
I know one thing she would have wanted.
What's that?
To see this rift between you and Wanda finally healed.
I know, but I'm not quite ready for that. Not yet.
Just do not wait until the world is over to do it.
It may never happen then. Not in this life. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Chthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
This is the first time I've been here since... well, since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
I have nothing to add, but soon, I promise.
That's all I ask. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel... I don't know, anything at all? Instead, I'm just... numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
If you want to talk about it, I will listen.
Thank you, but I don't want to distract from what I'm sure will be a busy day for you.
It is no trouble.
I know. But also, I need to figure it out for myself before I can talk about it. If the offer's still open later, I'll take you up on it.
I understand.
Well, I should get back to my studies.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?